Hi there everybody and welcome back sa ating Philippine pop culture class. Now my dear friends, in this video, mapapanood nyo ang interview namin kay Dr. Winston or mas kilala bilang Doc Kilimanguru. Isa siya sa mga pinakasikat na Filipino TikTokers with I think more than 3.5 million followers. Now mga kaibigan, sa video ito, pinag-usapan namin ang iba't ibang mga issues concerning this social media app. I guess ang claim to fame ni Doc Winston would have to be his very witty and informative videos. Lagi po siya nagbibigay ng mga medical advice with a twist. Sometimes may role-playing, sometimes may mga hugot. And I am 100% sure kung meron kang social media app, malamang-lamang nakapanood ka na ng mga videos niya. Or nadinig mo na ang isa sa mga favorite niyang catchphrases, ang char. Kaya naman, it was a huge privilege na pumayag siyang magsalita sa aming klase. At hindi lang yan, my dear friends. Pumayag din siya na ipanood ang video na to sa iba ko pang mga estudyante, tulad mo. And before we start watching, let me first remind my UST students that you need to watch the entire video. Kasi towards the end of it, merong tanong na kailangan nyo sagutin sa ating asynchronous class. And for the privacy of my previous students, I was able to edit the Q&A part. So my dear friends, without further ado, let's now start watching the video.
By the way, Doc, ang class namin is Philippine pop culture. And the reason why we invited you is because kailangan namin makakuha ng mga views or insights from somebody who is really famous sa sa mga pinaka-popular na platform ngayon sa Philippines, which is TikTok. So ayan. So okay lang ba, Doc, magtanong na ako sa iyo? Okay lang po ba?
Yeah, let's start. Let's go.
So I think, Doc, yung una namin gusto malaman is ano ba yung nakapag-motivate sa iyo para magsimula ng TikTok channel or TikTok account?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't really say na motivate ako. I think it was more out of curiosity talaga because my main platform before as a content creator was really Facebook. And that's where I share like the funny skits and share stuff about health. And after a while, when lockdown started, madami ng parang cross postings ng TikTok videos into Facebook. And it was mostly all about yung parang nagdadub sila ng mga movie scenes or mga teleserye, and some of it were dancing, gano'n, mga dance trends. And I didn't really take interest at first in TikTok kasi sabi ko, oh, this is a platform for pretty people who know how to dance. And I was like, okay, that's not my thing. Baka naman hindi ako bagay doon. And after a while, I don't know, since everybody keeps talking about it, as in yun na lang talaga yung bukang bibig ng lahat. TikTok, napanood mo pa to sa TikTok. And I'm like, okay, sige, let me start a TikTok account and let's see what's happening. Let's see what happens in this platform. And when I started using it, no, sabi ko, oh wow, it's really interesting. Kasi when last year, the videos were only 30 seconds up to a minute.
Yes.
And it was parang a quick form of entertainment, you know, compared to other platforms like Facebook or YouTube. On TikTok kasi, like in 10 minutes, you would be able to watch more than 10 videos. Whereas in YouTube or Facebook, parang 10 minutes, dalawang videos parang napapanood mo yun. Pero kasi sa TikTok, it's like, you know, short clips and they're very entertaining. And as I was scrolling through, I noticed na hindi lang pala mga dances and, you know, pa-cute yung TikTok, which I thought it was. Nadaanan ko si teacher like Coach she was this educational content creator. You know? Sabi ko, oh, people are interested in this. Actually, yung tinuturo niya yung English and math and stuff like that. And she was getting views. And I was like, oh, so this kind of thing matters din pala to a certain group of people. So when I saw that was something that sparked interest in some, sabi ko, sige ako nga din, gawa din ako ng educational content, pero this time about health. And I tried following yung format ni Teacher Laika na simple, direct to the point. And I know that health and science can be pretty boring. Kasi admittedly, ako din nung high school, even in med school, like sobrang boring nung mga class namin. Like I wouldn't, after 10 minutes, I would start falling asleep, like at the back of the classroom. Like I would sometimes sleep on the floor. Charot, hindi. Kasi madami naman kasi sa classroom, so parang hindi halata na may natutulog sa likod. Anyway, this is really boring. So I wanted to make sure that when I talk about something na napaka-technical, in general, people find it, not interesting, I decided to inject jokes, no, sa mga videos ko na yon. And my first educational health video was about yung suero, like the misconception about the suero na some people think na naiiwan yung needle sa loob ng balat. Then I explained na hindi naman, tinatanggal yun. Tapos may naiiwan lang na maliit na plastic tube. Yun, after that, people were like, ganun pala yun. And the response from the audience, no, na nagustuhan nila yung ganung klaseng content. I was like, oh, okay, I have to keep creating more to get rid of the misconceptions. Kasi madami pang iba't ibang misconceptions about health, no? And that's where it came from. All of the comments being inspired by a teacher, like that's when I started building my platform naman on TikTok. So I wasn't really motivated. I was more just curious.
Pero how was it, Doc? Ano ba yung, since sabi mo nga, di ba, maiksi lang ang TikTok, nahirapan ka bang i-condense yung mga ideas mo? Just kung kahirapan ka, paano mo siya na-solve?
Yes, grabe yun, no? Kasi actually now, your TikTok videos can reach up to 3 minutes. Pero when I was starting out, it was just up to a minute. So I was like, what? How will I talk about pneumonia in a minute? This is like a lecture that we talk about in the classroom for a week. Tapos 1 minute ko lang siya pag-uusapan. And to kind of go about that, no? I started thinking about, if I were a layman, ano ba yung gusto kong malaman about pneumonia? Diba? Parang ano ba to? Diba? Parang simple questions lang naman ang tinatanong ng masa that needs simple answers. Yung hindi na natin kailangang i-complicate pa. Kasi diba parang sa classroom, ang dami on a cellular level, you have to talk about it, like what? Kung paano nag-attach yung bacteria dun sa lungs mo, paano sila nagmo-multiply, how the phlegm forms, how the fluid fills up the lungs. They don't really need to go into that technical stuff. I mean, just say it as is. Kasi as the doctor, it's your job to know the details, no? Pero for the layman, hindi kasi pwede na ma-overwhelm sila sa ganung klaseng information. So you just state it as it is, don't make it too complicated, make it simple. Kasi when you start using big words like the pathophysiology of wala na makikinig sa akin, di ba? Parang anong pathophysiology? Ayoko na pakinggan to. So my approach was always to be direct to the point. Talk to them as if parang kabarkada mo lang sila. Ganun.
May script ka, Doc? Talagang you write your own script?
Oh yes, I need to write a script kasi apart from the masa na audience ko, I'm pretty sure that I will have audience then na fellow doctors. And, I'm afraid na I might say something that is inaccurate, that's not part of textbook, that's not evidence-based. And so, nung nagsa-start pa lang ako, when I haven't, nung hindi pa kilala talaga si Dr. Kilimanguru, I had my partner help me, kasi he's smarter, he knows more than me. Kaya, pinapa-double check ko sa kanya to make sure na accurate lahat ng sinasabi ko and to make sure na parang it's the right way to say it, na parang hindi siya mami-misinterpret in other ways. Kasi as doctors, the oath is at first do no harm. And if I give the wrong information, that might do harm for the patient. So I have to make sure na accurate palagi. Kasi, I mean, it's not all about, parang getting famous, getting the views, diba? It's not all about that. It should be about helping the patient then. And I have to make sure na lahat ng risks, lahat ng indications, contraindications, lahat ng bawal, lahat ng pwede, lahat dapat kailangan kong sabihin para sure na walang madadamay dahil sa mga sinasabi ko. And that's the thing, no? Na as a professional, we're very careful about what we say kasi nga takot kami na may mangyari sa pasyente. And yet, there are other people online, no, na
Totoo
who aren't
yan.
professionals
Mhm.
but are so confident in saying whatever they want to say, even without thinking about the welfare of the viewer, the consumer. Diba? Sabi ko parang, oh my goodness, this is really scary. And parang yun pa yung mas pinapaniwalaan. Yun yung mas pinapaniwalaan, I think, because they speak the language of the masses. Kaya yun yung gustong pinapanood. So I was like, okay. So kung if I'm going to counter misinformation, I have to find a way to speak the language of the masses din, so that they will listen to the actual legitimate qualified information. Kasi nakakatakot talaga when people believe yung mga ivermectin can protect you
Oo.
from COVID, yung mga
Mm.
ganun, di ba? Syempre, if you're uninformed, you don't know the science of it, di ba? Pag hindi ka talaga part sa field, we're like, oh, sige, bili tayo ng ivermectin, huwag na tayo magpabakuna. Yung mga ganong klaseng pag-iisip, it might bring harm to the patient, and which is really scary. Kaya, yun. That's why the script is very important to make sure na, ano yun, I really nitpick each word talaga to make sure na parang, okay, pag sasabihin ko ba to, magigets ba to ng audience ko, and
Mhm.
i-judge ba ako ng
Tama.
colleagues ko? Yun palagi iniisip ko. I have to make sure na pareho din kami ng iniisip ng colleagues ko, and dapat magets din agad ng audience. Ganun.
Actually, Doc, I'm not surprised naman na talagang ganyan ka-detailed sa mga ginagawa mo. Kasi nga, kita-kita yan sa mga videos mo eh. Pero
Yeah, thank you.
it must have been time-consuming. Like, sa isang video mo of 1 minute, how long mo, gano'ng katagal ka nagpe-prepare for that, if you don't mind?
Well, for script writing, no? So, with script writing, kasama dun yung research. So, I spend, pag tuloy-tuloy talaga, pag hindi ako distracted by other things, it would take me 4 hours to
Oh my
make the script
God.
alone. Yeah.
Ang tagal, Doc.
And
4 hours.
yeah. I don't want to rush it kasi pag ni-rush, mahahalata kasi eh. Mahahalata
Totoo
na
yan.
parang may
Totoo din
mga
naman yan.
kakulangan sa details, and I don't want that. And when it comes to shooting naman, it takes me siguro less than an hour to shoot it. Pag ganadong-ganado talaga ako. Pag medyo nabubulol-bulol ako, ganun pag I'm not in the mood to shoot, inabot ako ng 2 hours. And for the editing, it takes me around 3 hours. So minsan, yung ginagawa ko is, I don't want to do everything in a day. Parang medyo nakaka-drain din yun. So I try writing sa isang araw, tapos the next day na lang yung shooting and editing. I mean, it's okay naman na time consuming kasi at least the content will be quality and well researched,
Totoo
'di ba?
naman.
At least binalikan ko talaga lahat ng kailangan balikan na libro, na research, to make sure na lahat ng sinasabi ko hindi mako-question. Although may mga nagko-question pa rin, pero yung mga nagko-question na yun is yung mga conspiracy theorists, yung mga hindi naman talaga inclined sa health and science, pero may mga other ideas sila na they try to challenge the facts, because they have other ideas of their own, which is nakaka-bother minsan. Pero at the end of the day, I look back and say na, oh no, pinag-aralan ko to. I did the research, and I wouldn't put my license at risk, di ba? For saying something that is inaccurate. So I make sure na tama lahat.
Oo nga, Doc. Pero imagine, parang kung 4 hours, 1 hour, 3 hours, like 8 hours of preparation for just one short video. And I think,
Yeah,
Doc, because of that,
crazy.
you deserve all the likes that you're getting from sa mga TikTok followers mo.
Thank
Kasi
you.
napaka-painstaking pala. I never thought na ganun katagal talaga ginagawa yung mga ganung videos. Parang bilang sa amin na maliit na TikTok creators, parang mahihiya na kami mag-post ulit after this. Grabe. Ang tagal.
Yeah, no, when you watch a TikTok video, parang, okay. But the process behind it is really taxing din, no?
And syempre, Doc, the talent that it requires as well. Like lalo sa ginagawa mo na parang meron ka pang mga hugot, meron ka pang mga role playing. Like paano mo yun naiisip? Like saan galing yung ideas mo doon? Bawa pag huhugot ka sa isang sasabihin mo na mga advice mo sa mga medical advice mo. Paano mo yun naiisip? Ano yung process mo ng pagpili ng mga hugot na talagang swak na swak sa mga payo mo sa amin?
Well, before I was a medical student, I was a Bachelor of Arts in Communication student. So that was my
That's it.
pre-medical course. Yeah, if some people don't know that, no. And yung process ko of creating that, no, it stems a lot from what I learned nung communications, nung script writing namin. I mean, when I was a communication student, I wasn't really the best. Like my performance, like the way I host, the way I report, yung pagsusulat ko has been criticized over and over again, and pangit talaga yung mga scores ko. And from there, from from all of my mistakes, I learned from them. And yung mga hugot ko, parang it's something that I do din kasi in person, but not so much. Parang I do it more talaga in the video. Kasi I know na parang for some reason yung TikTok audience, parang there's something about them pagka nababanggit yung mga jowa, yung pagiging single, yung mga ganun. Parang there's something that hits them in the heart pagka binabanggit ko yun. So, minsan nagiging paulit-ulit na siya and stuff like that. Kaya I try to inject other hugots na I've experienced personally. Yung mga iba, hindi ko talaga na-experience. Yung iba parang na-experience
Char.
ng mga... Hindi ko talaga na-experience yung mga gano'n. Okay, charot. And I take it from the experiences of others. Kaya ako nag-char-char. So parang intentionally parang I attack yung mga single, yung mga heartbroken. Pero jokingly. Kasi I want them to know na, I mean, it's okay to be single. It's okay to be brokenhearted. I mean, it's not something na I make them feel bad about. Pero parang when you make them feel bad about it, it's kind of funny. But there's nothing really wrong with it. Pero so, dun nagsistem yung mga hugot-hugot ko dun.
Doc, you mentioned something about the TikTok audience. Iba ba siya sa ibang mga audience ng ibang social media platforms? Like Facebook or YouTube? Iba ba siya?
Well, let's see. Is there a difference? Well, sa TikTok, ang napansin ko kasi, they are more vocal. They're more opinionated. Parang hindi sila takot na sabihin yung gusto nilang sabihin. Although may mga ganun din naman sa Facebook and YouTube, pero more I sense more of a control kasi sa mga comments, I'm basing this on the comments like sa Facebook and YouTube comments, they express themselves, but it's controlled, it's respectful. Pero sa TikTok, it comes to a point na
it could be harsh, no? Medyo harsh sila.
Yeah, medyo harsh na siya, medyo over the line na siya. And I'm like, saan nang gagaling to? Bakit ang lakas ng loob nilang mag-ano?
Pero Doc, you received one. Have you
Nagsabi-sabi.
ever received like harsh comments on your TikTok videos?
Yes, I have. Yung pinaka-recent ko siguro was when I made a video about vaping. So I explained the harmful effects of vaping. And after I posted that, I was being attacked by the vaping community. I mean, not the entire community. Some of the people in the vaping community. I don't know kung saan kasi nanggaling yung idea na vaping is an alternative to smoking. And that's just not the case. I mean, the lungs are meant to breathe clean air. You're not meant to breathe any kind of smoke, whether it comes from a cigarette or vape. Kaya yun yung parang pinopoint out ko sa video ko. Just so, they know what's happening to their body. Kasi it's important na kung ano yung kinoconsume mo, alam kong ginagawa sa katawan mo para hindi ka magsisi in the end. So yun yung whole point ng video ko. And then, the vaping community was just like, ala, Doc, anong sinasabi mo? So anong gagawin namin? Kung hindi kami pwedeng manigarilyo, hindi rin kami pwedeng mag-vape. Ano na gagawin namin? And may mga nagjujuet pa ng mga videos ko. Like, somebody gave me the middle finger, ganun, yung habang while I was talking, they were vaping, ganun na parang inaasar ako. And I'm like, what is this? Sabi ko parang, is this the response of an addict? Kasi usually ganun yun eh. If you expose the truth to an addict, they will have a hard time accepting the truth. Kaya sabi ko, oh my goodness, this is too much for me. I have to take a break. I have to stay away from social media kasi medyo I started doubting myself. I started parang sabi ko, oh my God, mali pala yung ginagawa ko. Parang ganun. Parang, although with good intention naman yung pag-create ko ng content na yun, when I received the bashing, I started to question kung, oh my God, ako ba yung mali? May mali ba sa ginagawa ko? So I had to take some time to reflect, and after such time, I realized ko din na, okay, this is the part where we have to accept na we can't please everyone. No? Although I've dealt with bashers before, pero ito kasi next level yung parang it's an actual community that parang na-hurt sila. I'm like, paano ko sila na-hurt? Hurt sila with facts?
Well, yun ang uso
Kaya,
ngayon, Doc.
yun.
Talagang feelings over facts kasi ang mga tao ngayon eh. Pero ko ba may limit ka ba? Like
Yes.
ano yung parang tipping point mo sa mga bashing? Like what is enough for you?
Well, as long as they don't attack me personally, like
Mhm.
as a person, like as long as hindi naman walang nagsasabi ng masama about who I am,
Mhm.
it's okay. I mean, kung nagagalit sila sa mga sinabi ko, okay, I understand. That's okay. Basta wag stop na kayo doon. Wag na kayo mag-ad hominem dyan na ano kung ano-anong sinasabi nyo about my face, about my personality, about my
Ah,
character. Sige
totoo.
lang, go. Question what I say, attack what I say, but don't attack me. So okay lang yun naman sa akin. No? Yung I understand naman kasi talaga mahirap din na makarinig ng mga bagay na goes against what you want. Kaya
Totoo.
on that part, I'm sympathetic naman. And basta leave leave who I am out of it.
Mhm. Totoo 'yan. Actually, 'yan ang mga problema ata ng mga sikat talaga sa mga social media, eh. Talagang hindi maiiwasan yung ganyan, 'di ba, Doc?
That's the price you have to pay. I was like, oh my gosh, yung excited ka na, oh my God, 1 million followers na. Oh my gosh, 2 million followers na. It gets pretty exciting kasi parang, you're being given credit for the work that you do, di ba?
Mm.
Pero after a while din, dun din lumalabas yung mga sharks, all the alligators. Na sabi ko, mas masaya ata nung less than 1 million kasi parang when you're like yung pagkokonti lang yung followers mo like 50,000, 100,000, masaya. I mean, it's a great environment, it's a great community kasi kahit na gano'n lang kaliit yung community, everyone is so supportive, napaka-positive ng vibes, napakasaya. Kaya, but when you start growing more followers, parang sumisingit na yung mga parasites, yung
Mm.
gano'n, yung mga bad smoke and stuff like that. Na parang, oh my God, times were better when there were less people. Pero, I'm very grateful pa rin naman na I've reached many people kasi they know more now.
Mhm.
They know how to take care of themselves better and they understand the disease. Hindi na sila parang, alam mo yun, hindi na sila basta-basta nagpapaniwala sa sabi-sabi ng lola nila.
Mm.
Hindi na sila basta-basta nagpapauto sa mga tips and advices ng mga kapitbahay nila.
Mhm. Totoo.
And I love that kasi at least now, pagka may darating na pasyente, hindi na kami makakarinig ng sabi kasi ng kapitbahay ko, ito yung gawin ko. Sabi
Mhm.
kasi sa Facebook, ito yung gawin ko. 'Di ba? Hindi na tayo makakarinig ng ganun because of the audience that I've reached. Yun talaga yung gusto kong ma-achieve eh. Gusto ko ma-achieve yung hindi na maniwala yung mga Pinoy sa fake news. Although it will take some time.
It
It will
will,
take
sure.
some
No, since
time
we're
pala.
talking about yung mga followers mo, ano yung mga number na ano yung mga milestones mo in terms of number? Like, halimbawa, yung una mong 1,000, una mong 5,000, and then paano mo siya nag-grow? Was it difficult for you to grow your following?
Well, if we're going to talk about TikTok specifically,
TikTok.
I was very fortunate na mabilis yung growth ko sa TikTok. I mean, not to
Oh.
be bragging or whatever na wow, sana all mabilis ang growth, ganun. Pero kasi, nung June, di ba when I told you about yung swero-swero, stuff
Mhm.
like that, mabilis na yung growth ko nun. I gained like 10,000 because of that video. Tapos sabi ko, oh, okay, now we started the momentum. So let's try posting daily about health in the same format. So when I did that continuously for the whole month of June last year, I gained 1 million followers
Oh my
in a
God.
month. So
Ang
sabi ko, wow,
bilis.
sabi ko, wow, ang bilis naman. Sobrang bilis. And
Sana all.
that I think I was just siguro na sakto lang talaga yung timing ko noon kasi that time I think I was the only health educator nung time na yon. I was the only health educator. Parang okay, saan pa sila na Filipino. There were other health educators pero American, English, ganun. So mine was in pure Filipino, Tagalog. And I think yun yung nagustuhan kasi nila. Parang, okay, this is a good source on TikTok. Kasi si Doc Willie Ong nasa YouTube, wala siya sa TikTok eh. So
Oo,
sabi ko,
wala.
sige, ako na lang yung maging Doc Willie Ong ng TikTok. Sige,
TikTok.
kunin ko na yung chance. Ganun. It's my chance to gain the following. So, ayun, siguro tama lang kasi talaga yung timing ko. And the competition for health educators that time was parang virtually non-existent. Kasi parang ako lang, feel ko lang nung June, parang ako lang yung health
Mm-mm.
educational content creator nung time na yon. And after such time, ayun, dumami na, madami
Madami
ng
na,
iba.
oo.
It's not just me anymore. There are other people na. And I'm so happy kasi parang alam mo yun, parang ako na lang lagi. Parang charot. Buti naman may iba na who are helping me spread the advocacy, spread the right information, 'di ba? Kasi mahirap din pag mag-isa mo lang. It's better if there's like a large community distributing the right kind of information, the right qualified information. So at that time, it wasn't difficult for me. And I'm very grateful for that kasi yun na nga, at least na madaming natututo sa mga videos ko.
Kasi Dok, sa totoo lang I think most of my students here also would have TikTok. Talagang ang hirap na talagang i-grow. Like para
Yeah.
makaisang daan ka lang, parang ang tagal-tagal. Especially with
Yeah.
the type of Filipino audience that we have na talagang pag talagang hindi kanya type, talagang hindi kanya ifa-follow. Alam mo yung ganon?
Oo, and also kasi sobrang laki na ng TikTok community as in. Parang I didn't expect na ganun ka-powerful yung platform. I didn't really think it was that powerful. As in, ang dami na. And everyone gets a chance kasi na dumaan dun sa
Sa For You
FYP.
page.
Everybody gets a chance na dumaan dun. Kahit 2 likes ka, dadaan ka sa FYP eh. So parang yung chance mo na... So knowing na everyone has a chance na dumaan sa FYP, parang, oh my God, galingan na natin sa video para pag dumaan, gusto nilang i-follow tayo. Yung mga ganon. And sa TikTok kasi, don't feel bad pagka you don't get views kasi TikTok does something na, for example, pag may campaign sila, they release campaigns, yung mga hashtags, ganun yung mga nakikita nyo dun sa popular page and stuff like that. Binuboost nila yung ibang video. So TikTok boosts other videos. So parang sila yung napaprioritize dun sa FYP. So parang it's not your fault. It's not you. Minsan talaga it's not you. It's the system. Kasi meron din yung mga videos na charot. Hindi, but it's true kasi meron ako mga videos na I noticed din na I worked hard for them. Mukhang okay naman. Mukhang okay naman yung mga sinasabi ko. But they don't get the views that I was expecting. Alam mo yun? Parang mas malakas pa yung engagement ko sa Facebook for the same video compared sa TikTok. So sabi ko, okay, it's not me, it's the system. Kasi malakas naman yung engagement sa Facebook eh. Pero bakit sa TikTok hindi? So yun. So when you're making a TikTok account, you make a Facebook account na rin kasi malay mo, doon ka pala sa Facebook papatok. Kasi sobrang crowded na talaga ng TikTok. And parang napansin ko kasi yung access mo to the videos pag TikTok is pagka-open mo, tas nasa FYP ka, doon ka lang, di ba? Doon ka lang eh. Scroll ka lang ng scroll. You don't really look for a name. Hindi ka naman pupunta sa search tapos type mo Kilimanguru unless super fan ka talaga. You don't go to the search bar and look for the person. You don't go to the search bar and look for a video. Di ba? Minsan kasi parang go to the search bar. COVID-19 videos. Nobody does that. Kaya doon lang sa FYP talaga yung mga tao compared to Facebook and YouTube where sinesearch ng mga tao COVID-19, gano'n. Tapos madadaanan nila yung video na gusto nilang i-search, Tapos parang mas malaki yung chances mo na mapansin sa other platforms. So, when you're making content, i-post mo rin sa other platforms. Kasi you'll never know kung saan ka papatok.
So, safe to say ba, Doc, na sa TikTok, nothing in particular ang hinahanap ng mga viewers compared sa YouTube na talagang meron silang specific something in mind na hinahanap na agad once they use the platform. Ganun ba yan, Doc?
Yes, exactly. Kasi sa TikTok kasi the videos that appear are based on your interest, 'di ba? Kung ano yung madalas mong pinapanood, yun yung mas mag-a-appear kasi sa
Sa TikTok.
FYP mo. So if you're the kind of person who like keeps watching dance videos, so parang puro dance videos talaga yung mag-appear. But if you're the kind of person na puro makeup yung pinapanood, puro makeup talaga yung mag-appear. So it's really based on kung ano yung mga nilalike mong videos. So yun. So yung create mong video, mag-appear yun sa FYP ng mga ganun yung pinapanood na type of video.
So, Doc, kanina na-mention mo na very powerful ang TikTok. Paano siya nagiging powerful sa kultura ng Philippines ngayon?
Grabe, no? Kasi
Powerful ba siya? At saka paano siya nagiging powerful? Ano yung mga influences niya, yung impact niya sa Philippine pop culture sa ngayon?
Well, what I've noticed was yung language, no? So let's take for example si Merbs, no? He's one of the top TikTok creators, and he does this phrase na yung ganun, and all of a sudden, like everyone I know keeps saying that. Alam mo yun, pagka kausap mo sila, they're like, yung ganun. Parang it becomes part of their language, and I'm like, wow. Alam mo yun, that's dun ko first na realize yung influence ng platform na to. And tulad nung Char din, no? I mean, I don't claim Char, pero people remember me as Doc Char, and you hear them sometimes inserting it in their language. Although this is a phrase from Visayas, but I'm not sure what language really. Pero ayun, and also yung dances din, the dance trend. So there's a Filipino, gagawa siya ng dance trend. And itong dance trend na to will be covered not just by Filipinos, but also content creators from other countries. So alam mo yun, parang even though we come from different parts of the earth, no, TikTok can actually unite us then in some way. So kasi basta malawak yung reach talaga ng TikTok, and if used the right way, it can bring us together, and alam mo yun, and realize that there's just one race, and that is the human race. Yung parang yung mga ganung level. So if more content like that is out, no, that just spreads good vibes. Kasi minsan may mga nadadaanan tayo sa TikTok na yung mga nag-express ng political views nila, and which I understand. I mean, that's okay. Pagka healthy political discussion, that's okay, di ba? Pero meron kasi yung mga iba na they don't know how to have a political discussion, kaya parang it sparks hate instead of an educational discussion, di ba? Kaya I don't know, I think that's a cultural thing kasi on our part. And sa side na yun kasi it creates division naman. Kasi mali yung pag-atake dun sa discussion and topic. So yun, TikTok can either, bring us together or break us apart. Depends on how it's used and how the people in power use it, no?
Pero so far, Doc, ano tingin mo yung isa sa mga pressing problems ng TikTok na kailangan ma-address sana kung possible?
Oh my God. Well, I haven't been visiting TikTok for a while kasi ang daming mga, like I said a while ago, no, yung mga very vocal about their opinions, and sometimes while I respect yung freedom of speech, I mean, I'm all for it. Say what you mean, speak your mind, speak from the heart. Pero kasi some people forget din kasi to respect other people. They don't know how to deliver what they say in such a way na hindi makakasakit. Parang, sige, kung anong gusto kong sabihin, ito na lang yung sasabihin ko. Parang people don't know how to censor their own words. They don't know how to restrict what they say so as not to spark hate. So I think TikTok should have a better screening. Kasi alam mo ba, may mga videos ako na wala naman akong sinabing masama, like purely educational, and then it will be under review. Under review talaga yung video ko. Like,
Paano ba
really,
yun, Doc? Paano ba siya nagiging under review?
You know what? It's a mystery actually. Kasi we have a group chat of content creators on TikTok. Tapos lahat sila nagtataka kung bakit. Like, why? It's like parang siguro may random checks lang siguro ang TikTok or something like that. Pero kasi mapapansin mo, bakit yung mga videos na very explicit, parang
Mhm.
hindi naman sila nare-review, nandyan lang sila. Alam mo yun, people who speak very demeaning words, nandun pa rin naman yung video nila. Pero tayo na
Mhm.
respectful na magsalita. Bakit nawi-withhold yung video natin? So ayun, I hope TikTok does a better job at screening yung mga videos, and also prevalent din ang fake news doon kasi meron yung mga nagkukwento ng mga chismis, and di ko alam, sa atin kasi pinapaniwala ng chismis and
Dok, yan ba yung
it
mga kulto sa Mindanao? Di ba nag-trendy yung kulto sa
yeah,
Mindanao, di ba?
there was
Parang,
something about that. Tas parang shouldn't these types of videos shouldn't be up there. Alam mo, tulad din ng mga nagkukwento na yung mga doctor sa emergency room na nagpapasign ng waiver para sa mga pasyente na
mm,
gustong free daw yung ano yung hospital fee, para ma-waive daw yung hospital fee, i-sign mo daw para maging COVID. I'm like, saan ang galing yun?
mhm,
This has no evidence at all. Tas parang pinapaniwala ng mga tao. And the scary thing about that is that COVID is a big deal. You know, it's real. It affects all of us. And to have someone say this, no, to have this video up there, na umabot pa ng 400,000 likes. I'm like,
wow, ang
what,
dami.
really? TikTok is not gonna take this down. Like,
Oo.
really? Like, this is going to affect the way the community views the disease. And baka some people might, alam mo yun, baka mag-lax kasi yung iba eh. They might choose not to wear masks anymore. They might choose not to follow protocol anymore. Or baka they might, alam mo yun, yung mag-start sila ng large gatherings. It might do more harm than good, di ba? Kaya yung mga videos na ganun, they should be screened better.
Saka tingin ko, Doc, siguro yung accountability parang bihira ang may ganyan sa mga TikTok content creators. And I think today, napatunayan namin na meron kang ganun kasi you do your research and everything like that. Pero tingin ko, ilan lang kayong, siguro si Coach Laika and only a handful, yung talagang na merong accountability sa mga pinopost nila. So tingin mo, Doc, anong dapat gawin para ma-combat yung ganitong pag-post lang ng walang accountability at talagang wala man lang pag-research na ginagawa, lalo na sa health na napakahalagang na topic sa TikTok.
Yes, I've thought about that for a while, no? Tapos parang, grabe, ang hirap pala. Kasi you can't fight fire with fire. So parang, alam mo yun, instead of attacking
Mhm.
yung instead of attacking the person who's saying wrong things, you should do your best to be louder than that person. Like, kumbaga, okay, so if he's saying these wrong things, let me say the truth with but amplified, but louder than him. Kasi kung, if you've heard about Doc Ron sa Facebook,
Yeah.
no? Ang dami-dami niyang sinasabi about COVID, na kesyo hindi daw totoo, na mga doktor na MD is
Mm.
madaldal, magaling
Madaldal.
dumaldal daw. Yun daw yung ibig sabihin ng MD. And yung maganda nun, nung time, yung community of doctors na content creators, like sila Doc Alvin, sila Doc Adam. So what they did was they created content na, yes, they still mentioned him, pero they let the truth, na yung totoo is nangibabaw. So they showed na this is what is true. They proved it to the audience. So yun lang yun. You just have to prove the truth so that they don't believe the lie. That's it. You just have to use your platform properly. And I didn't mention Doc Ron directly, pero I did create videos about COVID, about the vaccine. And I'm very happy na it did reach a wide number of audiences. And I was like, okay, see, so okay na. Okay na. So we just have to be louder than these people. And eventually they will just shut up and nobody will believe them. Pero kasi meron pa rin talaga yung mga naniniwala kasi nga, di ko alam, na na-lock na yung isip nila, hindi na ma-open.
Pero Doc, ano yung, in terms of trends naman sa TikTok, tingin mo ano yung, what was the craziest trend na tingin mo talagang hindi mo ma-take sa TikTok?
Craziest trend? Oh my goodness.
Marami ba?
Hindi naman. Honestly, kasi parang I don't involve myself kasi sa trends. Kaya hindi ko alam kung ano yung naging craziest trend. I'm not sure kung ano yung Yeah, I have no idea. Oh my God, I'm so
Kasi
sorry.
maraming kasi Doc, let me put it in context. Kasi maraming alam naman natin na ang TikTok parang marami din siya ng mga batang viewers.
Ah, yeah.
And madami talaga na aside from fake news, aside from strong political views, ang language nila medyo minsan harsh din na parang mentioning some words na parang you would never hear in school, and not hindi lang yun, yung mga sometimes super provocative na mga songs, yung super provocative na mga dance steps. So what do you think
Ah,
about those
yeah.
things, Doc? What do you think? Bilang isang influencer sa TikTok, anong palagay mo sa mga issue na to? Okay lang ba na ganon?
Well, I think for children, no, to be exposed to that kind of thing. Oh, meron kasi yung mga kanta no na na
Oo.
uses very sensitive words, and yung
Mm.
choreography din minsan parang ano eh, 'di ba? There's may certain moves na kids shouldn't be doing that, yung
Pero
ganun.
Doc, yung dance mo naman about yung kay ano, yung bago mong post na dance, okay naman. Yung mahirap na choreo dance.
Okay lang yun.
Yung
Si Diana
advanced
naman kasi
choreo sa
gumawa.
Niano. Oh. At, Doc, you did a good job, ah. Magaling ang pagkakasayaw mo doon. Pero kasi may mga
Thank you
talagang
so
dance step
much.
talaga na parang hindi mo alam na ginagawa ng mga bata, and you don't know if they know what they're doing, and things like that. So, anong palagay mo doon? Tingin mo, Doc?
Yes, that's the thing. Well, I think we have to go back to the child's household. I
Tama,
think
tama.
the guardians, the parents should be held accountable and responsible for their children. No,
Totoo.
kasi TikTok doesn't know who's watching and how old the person is
Totoo.
watching. I mean,
That's true.
kids can lie about their age just so they can watch TikTok, diba?
Mhm.
Kaya for trends like that, you can't really control the trends. I mean, I wish we could, di ba? Para mas wholesome sana,
Mm.
pero we can't. That's just the reality of it. So we have to point our fingers to the people who take care of those children
The
para
children.
hindi sila ma-influence. There's this one social media person on Instagram, si Breeze Authentics. Anyway, she sells Apple products, and nalaman ko sa kanya na they don't allow TikTok in the house kasi napansin nila na yung mga bata ginagaya nila yung language ng TikTok. Ginagaya nila. They
Oo.
were they were so worried na sabi nila, "Oh my goodness, we can't have this. So we can't allow TikTok anymore. Facebook na lang, at least doon mas filtered pa, mas restricted yung content." And that's taking responsibility. I think that's what other parents and guardians should do then if they notice na parang it's affecting their child in a terrible way.
Mhm.
They should find ways to take that platform out of the house kasi it's the only way to control it. It is.
Totoo. True. Doc, tingin mo anong future, ito magandang tanong to, Doc. Tingin mo anong future ng TikTok? What is the future for TikTok?
Oh my goodness. I
Kasi
think
marami
it
mga apps,
will
Doc, na
be.
parang sikat ngayon, mamaya-maya, wala na. Tingin mo TikTok is here to stay?
I think it is here to stay. I mean, compared sa actually, I was worried nga na baka maging ano to. I don't know if you remember Vine, if you remember
Yeah,
Musical.ly, yung mga platforms
Musical.ly.
na ganun. They died. They disappeared. Sabi ko
Mhm.
parang, oh my God, will this happen to TikTok? Sabi ko, oh my goodness, baka mangyari to sa TikTok. But seeing as how it's continually growing, kasi very diverse talaga yung community. There's a lot of talent, there's a lot of brains, a lot of intellects, alam mo yun, a lot of different kinds of personalities that are very interesting to watch. And currently, no, kasi dito sa Philippines, there's actually a TikTok office. Or some
Talaga
may
ba?
TikTok office na pala dito.
Sa
Yeah,
Pilipinas?
it's like a Google office, pero they're not that big yet. Pero I think kung tuloy-tuloy to, they will start and grow to be as big as YouTube. Kasi in America, no, there's what they call the TikTok content creator program,
Mhm.
and yun yung binabayaran nila per view yung mga creators nila. Dito sa atin, may creator program, pero they don't pay the creators per view. Parang wala lang. You just have a chance to win prizes, ganun, sa mga contests. That's it.
Okay.
But you don't get paid per the view. So, ngayon, feel ko kasi wala pa talagang budget yung organization ng TikTok dito sa Philippines, kaya they can't do the pay the creator per view. But I feel like, madami na kasing mga sponsorships din ng TikTok eh. And siguro, hopefully, it will have the same impact as YouTube, no? Kasi YouTube, people are getting paid on YouTube, diba? It's like a job na, even Facebook. So feel ko kasi parang since TikTok is the growing pa lang siya, I think yung TikTok only became a thing when lockdown started eh.
True.
So I hope na siguro in 5 years it's something na people can make money out of. Kasi right now creators are making money out of TikTok through sponsorships lang kasi.
So, Doc, maraming salamat. Ngayon naman, i-open ko na ang ating discussion sa mga tanong ng mga estudyante. Hi,
Yes,
kids! Sige. Thanks, JC.
Thank you so much for that wonderful question. I don't know, the catalyst for change or
Agent of Decay. Agent of Decay.
Or Agent
Doc.
of Decay. Oh my goodness. It depends on who you make famous on TikTok. So if more bad people are famous on TikTok, then it will be an agent for decay. But if you make the right people famous, like me, charot, it will be a catalyst for change. Kasi for me, I have an advocacy. I have a purpose. Alam mo yun, hindi lang ako pa-cute. I actually want people to learn. I actually want to help people understand how to go about the diseases, how to prevent them from getting sick. So alam mo yun, if more content creators are like that, who have a strong advocacy, to have a strong purpose, and you make them famous, sila yung bigyan nyo ng check mark, sila yung bigyan nyo ng madaming followers, TikTok will be the catalyst for change. Pero kung yung mga pinapasikat natin is yung mga nagpapakit lang, yung mga nagpapabakat doon, di ba? It will be an agent for decay, for sure.
Pero Doc, ano naman, konting shade naman dyan. Tingin mo ba, sino mas marami? Sino mas marami? Yung mga good content creators o yung mga bad ones?
Well, sige, palitan na lang natin yung term. Sino ang mas madami? Yung content creators na may advocacy or yung content creators na walang advocacy?
Huwag
naman natin sabihin bad.
Bad ones.
Kasi,
sige.
Sabihin natin, all content is good, okay? Depending on who the viewer is. Pero right now, ang napapansin ko talaga, mas malaki pa rin ang following ng mga walang advocacy. Ang napansin ko, mas malaki pa rin ang following nila. Kasi, well, for me, would you consider, hindi ko alam kung i-consider ba natin ang good vibes as an advocacy, yung parang gusto ko lang magpasaya, yung ganun. I wouldn't consider that an advocacy kasi. Parang sasabihin kasi nila na, nandito ako sa TikTok para magpasaya.
Bukno,
okay,
ikaw ba
but
yan?
we have to dig deeper. Okay, but we have to dig deeper into that. Okay, magpasaya in what way? Diba?
Parang oo nga Doc, parang isn't it strange that most people would really rely on TikTok for them to get advice, or actually yung facts na dapat sa school pa lang natutunan na natin. Lakad ako, Doc, ikaw sumagot niyan.
It is actually. Oh my goodness. Why did you ask me this question, Charot?
Oo nga, no. I just realized it now. Oo nga.
Oh my God, that's an actually great perspective, no? Parang, oo nga, bakit hindi tinuro sa atin? Kasi it's very basic, no? And, di ko alam. Siguro yung magandang example dito is yung, sige, let's start with sex education, no? Si Doc Luna, kung kilala din ninyo, she's known for making reproductive health videos. Tapos ako, nakikigaya, gano'n. So, gumawa rin ako ng reproductive health videos. And ang daming mga, pag mapapansin mo sa comments, ganun pala yun. And I'm like, haven't we already started teaching about sex and reproductive health in school? Bakit hindi nila alam to? And I'm like, okay, so probably there's something wrong with the
System.
system. Oh my God, I'm blaming the
And it's a system
system.
again.
Anong klase, anong klaseng sagot yan? Blaming the system. Hindi ko alam. Oh my goodness. And also parang public health and preventive health, parang tinuturo din dapat yun, no? Kasi parang yung how to mend your wounds, yung yung ganong klase, like anong gagawin pag may simpleng ubo ka. Hindi ko rin alam kung bakit hindi yun tinuturo. These are basic skills that we should all know actually. Parang kaya when I started learning about all these things about our bodies, when I took up medicine, kasi madami rin akong pinapaniwalaan noon na ay nung nag-med school ako ay hindi pala, bakit hindi to tinuro sa amin? Parang kailangan ba mag-med school lahat ng tao para
Totoo.
alam kung paano alagaan ang sarili nila, 'di ba? Parang hindi naman. So that's why isa rin sa mga inspirations ko kung bakit ginagawa ko yung content na ginagawa ko kasi I was that person din who was not knowledgeable and aware of all these things about health and how to prevent diseases. Kaya kasi yun nga, may lacking talaga sa educational system natin. So siguro kami na lang on social media yung
Oo.
mag-supplement nun. Hindi ko rin alam kung anong what's wrong. Pero siguro it's a good thing na there are content creators like myself on social media who fill in the gaps in our system.
Pero Justin, that is a very sad realization. Parang na-depress
Yeah.
tuloy ako
My God,
bigla.
so sad. Ayoko na.
Pero I think si Doc tingin ko siguro sa high school, more on theories kasi ang tinuturo ng mga teachers sa atin. Like, ito yung mga system of the bodies, ganyan, sa respiratory. Pero tingin ko ang nami-miss out is yung application. Ano mangyayari pag nangyayari sa baga mo to or
True.
sa mga ganyan. So talagang system. Yeah, Doc, tama ka. Let us blame the system. Pero the good news is, I think right now, we are becoming more aware of these things. Justin, thank you
Yeah.
for that very insightful question. Napaisip mo rin ako doon.
Yeah. Mga mapapaisip ako the whole day. Dahil doon sa question na yun.
Oo, ako rin, actually. I think somebody else.
So that's what I'm talking about, no? Yung influencers na may advocacy and yung influencers na walang
Nawala.
advocacy. So yun yung mga influencers na yun. I'm like, hindi ko rin maintindihan na as a content creator, sabi ko, we can create content without meeting up. Alam mo yun? Kasi you can literally like kami ni Doc Luna, we did a collaboration,
Yeah,
no?
I watched that.
And I shot my lines and then she shot her lines. Tapos pinagsama namin. So there's a way, alam mo yun, because I'm from Baguio City, taga Manila si Doc Luna. Like, I'm not gonna drive all the way to Manila para lang mag-collaborate kami. I mean, since everything is being done digitally, so why not do that, di ba? To lessen the risk. Kasi we have to accept that we are still in the midst of a pandemic. Like, hindi natin mababago yon. So we have to adjust accordingly to the times, you know? And I'm very happy na I was able to talk to all of you today, di ba? Kahit na walang travel na naganap, kahit hindi tayo face-to-face. I mean, with technology on our side, you know, we are able to fight the virus, di ba? Like right now, I mean, if we're meeting face to face, di ba, mataas yung risk na magkakahawaan tayo. But because of technology on our side, we completely took that risk out, di ba? So wala magkakasakit sa atin kasi nandito lang tayo, di ba? So yun sana yung iniisip ng mga content creators because a lot of young people are following them. Tapos iisipin nila na, ala, sila lumalabas, so kami din lalabas. So alam mo yun, these kind of content creators are making it look like the pandemic is wala lang. Like yung mga nagpo-post na nagbi-beach sila nung Labor Day, kahit hindi pa sila nababakunahan. Yung alam mo yun, this is a bad example na parang kailan pa mag-e-end yung pandemic kung ito yung pinapakita natin ng social media. We have to show that this is a serious thing. Kaya ako, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to create my content right here in my room. I don't need to go out, di ba? If you need to go out to create content, just change your content, di ba? There's a lot of other ways. If you're truly a content creator, di ba, you don't need to do that. You will find other ways without risking your health and providing a bad example pa.